Welcome to Project Pro Code Recipes. In this video, we are going to learn on how to convert string categorical values into numerical types. So this is the code snippet over here. I have copied this code and I have pasted that in my Jupyter notebook. I explained to you the code over here as well as run this for you. So let's get started. First of all, what are categorical variables? So basically, there are two types of two data types that Python supports. One is numerical, other is categorical. Numerical includes generally the int and the float types. Ints are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Floats are 1.0, 2.0, 2.7, 8.5. All with a decimal point are known as float types. Whereas categorical values includes objects, strings types, etc. For example, sex. So it can be a sex of a person can be a male or female. So that is a categorical variable. Similarly, name of different places comes also comes under categorical variables. So why do we need to encode them? So basically, when you fit your categorical variable into a model, so basically when you fit your complete data set into your model for training, you need to convert all your features into numerical types, because your model can understand only numerical variables but not variables. So that's why you need to encode them. So there are two famous methods of encoding. One is one-hot encoding and other is label encoding. In this video, we are going to learn on how to label encode. So basically, what is the difference between them? Now, what label encoding does? Label encodes just converts different instances in your categorical feature to zeros and to 0, 1, 2, and 3. This means, for example, you have a column named city. The city contains three cities, that is namely Delhi, Kolkata, and Bombay. Now what it is going to do, it is going to encode Delhi as 0, Bombay as 1, and Kolkata as 2. So this is what label encoding does. But uh, but one-hot encoding does something different as compared to label encoding. So instead of giving you the formula, let's try to understand one-hot encoding with help of an example. Now consider you have a column named sex in your a column named sex in your feature matrix. If you do a label encoding, it will put all the males to be 0 and females to be 1 in the very same column. Whereas when you do a one-hot encoding, it is going to create two separate vectors, one named male and the other named female, and under each male and female column, for all the occurrences of male in that corresponding row, if male has occurred, it will number male as 1 and female as 0. And for if in another row there is the occurrence of female under the sex column, it will name male as 0 and female as 1. So basically, label encoding doesn't create separate vectors, whereas the one-hot encoding. Label encoding is generally used when you need to give weights to different instances in your data frame. Now, uh, uh, suppose an object A is at its maximum time bought by male. So you know that male should be given more preference at the time of male should be given more preference for buying that model. So when your model predicts whether someone will buy or not, your model should be biased towards male uh, entries, as it knows that male is more probable of buying those models. So that is where label encoding comes into play. Whereas one-hot encoding works as it doesn't give weightage to any of those two instances. So this was all about understanding what encoding and categorical variable is. Let's get started with the code. So these are just some general statements. Now after that, let's come to the main point. So import pandas at pd. Now sklearn.preprocessing import label encoder. I'm going to use label encoding. I have created my data dictionary under the name patient, ops, treatment, and score. So scores are my categorical variable over here. Now I'm going to convert this data dictionary into a data frame using pandas data frame function. So pd.dataframe, raw data is the data dictionary, and you need to pass the column name in a list format. So print df. Now I'm making a function for label encoding. So def label encode df. Now columns to encode, so I need to ask for the columns to, I need to find the columns that I need to encode. So list. Now df dot select d types. So I if over here I have just a score column, but suppose if I have data frame that contains 100 of columns, so I cannot specifically select each and every column for that. So I use select d types include category and object, that is from that is convert any column that are under that comes under the data type of category or object. Now it will pick up all those columns. So over here it is going to pick only score. Now to label encode, so I have initiated my label encoder. Now for feature in columns to encode, that is I'm going to run a for loop. So what one more thing, try and accept, these are two very important things that you should know. So try basically just means doing something, whereas accept, what accept does, in case you get an error, in case it is not able to encode that, it will just pass a simple message of error encoding, then it will pass plus feature name. Instead, if you don't use it accept and it finds an error, it may give a random 100 to 200 lines of error or 50 lines of error that doesn't sound, that doesn't see so aesthetic. So in order to prevent that, you can do this. Now df features is equal to label and fit underscore transform. So df features. Now print what is a try, go to df features, try to fit and transform df features. If you are not able to do that, you just give a print statement printing error encoding and the feature name corresponding to that. Now return df, return my data frame. So df label encode, and I just need to pass my data frame, then print df. Now let me run this. So you can say this was my initial data frame, and finally my data frame got converted into 1 2 0 2 1. This means it gave strong 1, weak 2 and normal 0. Now you can see what does label encoding means. In case if I would have done one-hot encoding, it would have created three separate vectors name under the name strong, weak and normal. Then then for 0 for strong it would have given it 1 over here, whereas 0 and 0 in weak and normal vector. So this was all about codes in this video. For more industry relevant projects, you can visit our website, and for more code recipes like, you can visit our website as well as our YouTube channel. You can also use this click here functions to submit your request in order to get your customized code, and the URL for the code of this video is available in the description below. Thank you.